touches a nose move to the palm of our hand. This is a really great one to use as a redirect if you see him doing something you wouldn't like him to be doing, and also just a way to get him prepped and ready for training.
Kirby, sit. Yes. Kirby, down. Yes, good boy. Yes, good boy. Kirby, sit. Yes. Kirby, down. Yes, good boy.
Kirby, come. For come when called, we're going to call his name and then say come. As soon as he turns to look at us, that's where we're going to mark yes and start praising all the way to us, and then a reward when he gets to us. It is really important right now while he's learning that we are rewarding every recall. It is also important that we're practicing this outside of real life moments. So one great way to practice this when you don't have a huge yard is a long leash in a front yard or at a park. So you can see in these videos, I've got him out in the front yard. I'm letting him do doggy things, sniff around, explore. And then every once in a while, I'm calling him and then rewarding and letting him go right back to doing all those doggy things.
Come on, Kirby. Come on. Good boy. Good boy, Kirby. That's a good boy. Yes. Good job.
Another fun way to practice is through the treat toss game. So that's what I'm doing here in this video. And what I'm doing is I'm a little treat dispenser. Every time he calls, I'm going to toss another treat. So I call him, reward, and then I toss a treat out. He goes to find it. He gets the treat. I call him again. He comes back, and I dispense another treat out. So this is a really fun way to practice recall. Also get some energy out. If you just have 10 to 15 minutes to play with him out in the front yard, this is a great energy drain as well as learning time on that recall. Leave it means do not touch that thing and back away.
Leave it.
So if you see him going for something he shouldn't, or you've dropped something, you're going to cue leave it. And then as soon as he backs away, you're going to mark yes and reward.
Good boy.
If you don't have something on you, like you see in this video here, I'm going to mark yes, and then I'm going to run to our cookie jar to get him a treat.
There you go. Kirby,
drop means let go of the thing that is in your mouth. So here we're doing some training sessions where we're specifically working on paper products, since that's one of his vices.
Kirby, drop it. Yes, good boy.
We cue drop it. He lets go of it. We mark Kirby, yes and reward by praising.
Boy.
Just like with leave it, if we do not have a treat on us in that moment, we're going to do a praise party to the cookie jar. So as soon as he lets go, we're going to mark yes and praise him as we go get a cookie from the cookie jar. I recommend having a little jar of treats in areas of the house where you spend the most time with him, like the living room, so that you have easy and accessible treats. Place means go there, lay there, and stay there until released. Kirby's release word is free. This is what lets him know he is free to get up if he wants. So in this video here, we're practicing in what I would call a formal training session, where we are practicing distance, me being able to go farther, as well as distractions. So I'm doing things like opening doors, making noise, walking around, just general distractions. You can see that throughout, I'm coming back to Kirby, giving him a treat, and then continuing on. So the treat does not mean he is done and to get up, not unless he hears that release word. But we do want to keep rewarding him periodically while he's doing the place, especially if he's doing it for a longer term period, like 20, 30 minutes. That treat lets him know he's doing a good job and to keep it up. Wait means do not go any further. Do not cross that line, but you are free to do a sit, stand, down, walk around, as long as you do not go any further. So you're going to see some examples of when you could use wait. So here, for instance, you have a package at the front door. You can cue him to wait so he knows not to run out that front door.
Yes, Kirby, good job.
Just like place, wait also has a release word. So the release word is the same. It is free, and that means he is free to cross that line. But in these situations like the front door, we are not letting him cross the line because I don't want him to go outside. I'm stepping out to get something and then coming right back in. So there's no need to release it. You only release if you're allowing him past that line that you drew when you said wait.
Yes, good boy.
Another time I like to practice this is around the stairs. That way he is not running up under anyone's feet and tripping them. So here I've asked him to wait, and then when I get to the top of the stairs, I'm going to release him because I don't mind if he comes with me. In this clip, I am going into my son's room to put laundry away. So we don't allow the dogs in his room. So I'm going to ask Kirby to wait. And again, like I said, I don't care if he sits, stands, downs, go back through the house. All I'm telling him is he is not allowed to cross that line that I drew, which in this case is the threshold of my son's bedroom. So this is a sped up clip of about 5 or 6 minutes while I put the laundry away. And he's just waiting patiently outside. And I am rewarding him periodically still through this, since this was a little bit longer duration of time that I was asking him to wait. In this situation, I do not have to release him because I'm not letting him into the room. In this video, I am playing fetch with Kirby. So to make sure that he brings the ball back, we keep everything nice and smooth. I do have treats for him. I'm using something high value. Right now I've got string cheese. And I'm going to have him go get it. When he brings it back and drops it for me, he gets a piece of string cheese. And then I throw the ball. A little bit later, you see he gets a little bit more excited. He starts kind of jumping at me for the ball. We do not want any of that behavior. So his options are to get the ball thrown again, to back away from me like you see him do here the first couple times. So I didn't really ask for anything because he would drop the ball and back away. Great. If he starts jumping at me, I'm going to ask him to sit, and then once his butt is on the ground, I will mark yes and reward by throwing the ball again. This keeps everything nice and clean and under control so that we don't have any of that over exuberance of jumping and nipping and biting at you when he's excited to play. We're playing, but just like every game, games have rules. Over time, you can wean off the treats by going, instead of rewarding every time he brings the ball back, going to rewarding every other time, and then every third time, and so on, until you can kind of fade out where the reward is continued play instead of a treat. So this clip is fairly long. I wanted you to see the whole thing of what it's like playing with Kirby for me. But feel free to kind of speed through this to get to the next section of the video.
Yes. Good. Give me the ball. Get the ball. You want this? Get the ball. Give it to me. No, get the ball. Yes. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Get it and bring it here. Get the ball. Silly boy. Bring me the ball. Drop it. Good job. Get it. Yes, good boy. No, sir, we don't jump for it. Sit. Yes. Good boy. Good boy. Get the ball. Excuse me, there's the ball. Yes. Sit. Good boy. Good job. Yes. Sit. Yes. Good boy. Whoa. We don't jump for it. Sit. Sit. Yes. Good boy. Drop it. Yes. No, sir. What do we do? What do we do if we want the ball back? Kirby. Sit. Yes. Good boy. Yes, good job. Kirby. Kirby, ready? Get it. Good boy, bring it back, bring it back. Get the ball. Pick up the ball and get it to me, please. Thank you. Get it. Get the ball. There's nothing in my hand. Get the ball and bring it to me. Yes. Kirby, ready? Yes. Good boy. Good boy, bring it back. Yes. Good boy. Nice. Yes. Yes, good boy.
Enrichment is a key piece for our dogs being well-mannered and calm in the house. Enrichment takes many forms, but the general piece of enrichment is that it's meeting our dog's needs outside of that normal food, water, shelter we think about. This is allowing them to do species-specific behaviors, allowing them to be a dog. So this can include playtime with you, play dates with friends, socialization, puzzle toys, chew time, time to be outside and just do what dogs do, chewing sticks or pine cones, sniffing, rolling around in something. Inside, this can look like puzzle toys. It can look like training time to kind of get that mental stimulation going. It can be playtime with you. This is going to be a key piece, not only for Kirby to have a happy, healthy life, but also for you to have that well-mannered dog inside the house that you're looking for. And that's a wrap on Kirby's training.